What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade holding down Analysis Playground and Basketball Analysis Podcast will continue because now we're going to talk about how the Bus family ended up selling their franchise, the Los Angeles Lakers. And it sucks because they just got Luka Doncic. We're looking at another decade, possibly, of great basketball. As a Celtic fan, I wanted this moment. I wanted to see what they was going to do. They got a franchise player now, and they can build around him and possibly make it to the NBA Finals. Maybe a Celtics Lakers Finals this decade would have been cool to see. But now it is just isn't going to be the same because the Buzz family won't be around anymore because they sold the 66% that they had left for $10 billion to Mark Walter, who is a CEO and chairman of TWG Global. Jeannie Buss will continue to serve her role as governor of the Lakers after the sale, which is good because you want her around. Obviously, her goal was to win a championship, which she was able to do with LeBron, Ramon James, and Anthony Davis. But when you lose this type of power and you give this type of power up, it just sucks when you want them to be in the forefront of everything because it's nothing better than beating the Lakers when you're a Celtics fan like me. And I want to do that. And I want to have an honor in watching that because they got us in 2010 and we should have won that series because we was up 3-2. Some people forget that and we found a way to blow it. So it would have been nice to go against them again, and it still might happen, but it just won't be the same without her family having a full strong hold over the franchise as they should, because let's be honest, she has helped them make the playoffs. She has really been a good person for this organization. She's not as known as her father. She didn't do as much as her father, but she was building her own name, building her own legacy, and she took power over this franchise over her brother. So she really wanted this franchise to succeed. She really wanted this franchise to stay at the top of the game, like her father was able to help them do. But now we do have to watch and see what happens with this organization now, because Walter earned the first right of refusal if the Buzz family ever decide to sell their 66% stake when he purchased Phil 26% stake in 2021. A lot of people don't know that. That's why I have to say that. Walter is also the primary owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, showing you how much money this man has, how much success this man has had with other sports and other things in other roles. And Dr. Jerry Buzz purchased the Lakers along with the Los Angeles Kings, the forum from Jackie Kent Cookie in 1979 for 67.5 million. Buzz died sadly in February 2013, with Jenny Buzz largely running the franchise in the years since. Several of the Buzz children have also worked for the Lakers, most notably Jim Buzz, which didn't really work out, as he was the executive vice president of basketball operations. Jeannie is currently assistant general manager and director of scouting, which is the essential part of why she's important to the franchise, because she's finding the talent, trying to get the talent, whether it's through signing or trading or drafting or just through development, because Jeannie also works with the Lakers G League team, and we have seen them get some good players there too, and develop them and help them become NBA quality players in a rotation. And that's something that's very important because she has been having a little bit of success there too. Not as much as other people, but she's having a good strike of gold mine so far with that also. So we'll see what she does, in the future, now that she's probably going to relinquish all of these roles. The Lakers signed president of basketball operation Rob Pelinka to a contract extension in April of this year. For the people that forgot, some people liked him, some people hated him for the Russell Westbrook trade. Some people felt like he was a genius for making Anthony Davis trade. Yeah, we got LeBron. Now who's going to come play with LeBron? He was able to get enough assets to make sure that they can get another superstar, which led to Anthony Davis, which led to Luka Doncic, who is one of the best players of this generation and one of the currently best players in the NBA right now. In April of this year, while JJ Redick just completed his first season as head coach. A lot of Laker fans, for what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing, they like JJ Redick as their coach. He's creative, he's influentive, and he's a guy that really understands the game and understands how to get role players to play their best while also still trying to figure out what to do with LeBron and Luka as a duo. And since the team isn't built properly around them, it would have been nice to have Jeanie Buss touch, but it may not be around that long as we're seeing right now if this deal is legit like it's seeming right now. And that's going to suck for them because now they got to get used to people get used to try to learn things all over again. And this team, I feel like they need to go in a different direction. And we will see what LeBron James chooses to do because this is the last year of his contract. Do we want to return as a Laker? Do we want to retire? Will he be tradable? We know teams will want him. We know he's going to be a player that's going to bring it and possibly all NBA's type of style and game next year too. So that can still help this team be a playoff team next year. And then they'll just give them salary cap relief a little bit in the future. But the Boston Celtics, who were also sold, people forget that their rival, they sold it for a $6.1 billion, while the Dallas Mavericks sold in 2023 for $3.5 billion. So it's just very interesting seeing how much these teams are selling, seeing that the Lakers at the top of the mountain with that does make a lot of sense because LA is one of the biggest fan bases in the world outside of Boston and probably New York. So it does make sense that they will go for this much money, even though it's not even 100%. But similar to the Celtics and the Mavericks, the Lakers do not own their home arena, which is something that people wouldn't remember or even know. That's why it's worth telling and we're bringing that up so people can get that. But, you know, the Buss family, I love what they do. I love what they have been able to accomplish as a team, as a franchise, and it's going to be sad to see them dwindle a little bit down with the power of what they're going to be able to allow somebody else to do in Los Angeles. The Lakers will always be looked at as one of the greatest franchises in sports history. So for them to help build it to where it's at right now and build it with having a great future still with Luka and wanting to get rid of this chance of continuing to be the stronghold of this roster and the stronghold of this team, it just shows you, man, that it's time for other people to go in different directions. It's time for people to look at different things to do. And maybe she's just like, man, this is a deal I can't refuse. It's something that I already proved that I can do since they won in 2020 in the bubble. And since that all does make sense, you're probably looking at it as, well, I did everything that I can do besides win multiple titles. And then if you win multiple titles, they're going to want you to win more titles. They're going to want you to hang around as long as you can hang around because of the success that can come with it. And they feel like you're a big part of that, even though she really is. So like I said, this is good news because this is a deal that they wanted to do. This is what they feel like was necessary, but it's also bad news because a lot of us really like and respect the Buss family and the Lakers because they have been so dominant for so many years. And even in their low lights was better than a lot of other franchises. And it just show you the standard that they hold themselves to and what they want themselves to be each and every year. And that's why they always get a superstar. And like Magic Johnson said, Kareem did it, Magic did it, Wilt did it, Jerry did it, LeBron did it, Anthony Davis did it, Shaq did it, Kobe did it. Now we want to see if Luka Doncic can do it. And that's going to be the interesting thing to see. Will he be that guy that can lead this team to glory days again, even though there wasn't that far from that in general because LeBron AD did it. But I'm just curious to see what happens and how things go on for now, because obviously we know how new managers and new owners go. They want to get that golden ticket to get this player, and then you find themselves imploding. At least they had a good strategy. At least they went about things the right way. At least they figured things out the right way. Even when things got ugly between the family, which was Jeanie Buss and her brother, they still was able to find out to have a way to have success and have stability. And that's something that's really hard and really important to do in this world in general, in any craft, especially when it comes to being great for so many years in a row. So I am going to be looking at this and I am going to be having fun with this. And I am going to say that it is something that I was surprised. I thought they was in it to win it until they all was dead. that's how the Buss family seemed like they was taking so much pride in this organization and so much love for this game of beautiful basketball that they have been able to produce for so many decades and still now to relevant because they still was a playoff team this year and they still did have a lot of success even though they did flame out in the first round. It is going to be a team that we're going to look forward to seeing a lot even in the future, and that would make sense for a team to or a person to want to buy this franchise. Well, they're one of the best teams now. They still have a direction. They still have a lot of things fixed and put in the right order. Now all I got to do is put my money behind the team and then take my time getting used to the players, getting used to how this team should be ran, getting some proper understanding what needs to be done for us to stay at the top of the mountain, which isn't easy because they're in the Western Conference, obviously. But look how many times they have gotten out of the West. They look how many times they have won titles. They only trailed the Celtics only by one championship, which the Celtics just won last year to keep that lead by one. So the Lakers are the real deal. They're serious, but if they're going to lose Jeanie Buss, they might have a little bit of a drop off and they might have a little bit of trouble in the beginning. You got to stumble, you got to, crawl before you walk a little bit, and then they might be right back to it, is what the Lakers fans going to hope. And all I can say is we, as a Celtics fan, we sold ours too. So we have new owners and other guys that's going to have their own imprint and their own type of run that they want to put together with whoever they want to go with, even though they're in a great position too after selling this franchise. And so are the Lakers. So we'll see what the Lakers do. It's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to root. It's going to be fun to go against them. And it's going to be fun to see what they do with the Luka Doncic era of the Lakers. He's a great one. He's one of the best players in the league, like I said before, and we're going to see if they can get a championship with him as their best player. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation videos just like this about various NBA-only topics. I also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do mock draft and draft coverage of the NBA, and also have over 3,000 plus videos on my channel. If you love that and you can't get enough of it, I actually upload videos each and every day to give y'all a form of entertainment that y'all can watch and enjoy if y'all NBA and basketball fans. Not only that, hope you guys enjoyed y'all weekend. Hope you guys enjoying y'all week right now. Hope you guys are ready for the NBA Finals. I got my analysis coming out tomorrow, so that gives y'all something to look forward to when it comes to content. Plus, I got more breakdowns, more content coming, like Summer League, Summer League, some previews from the next season, some free agency news that I'm going to continue to cover each and every day that it comes out. And I want to give y'all some draft content too, like I said before. And I most likely will be live streaming the entire draft, so you can watch it with me, talk with me, and see what I think, like I have done for so many years, about the players that's coming into this league to change it for the better. And we'll see who's willing to be that and do that. Other than that, more content, more things coming y'all way. Hopefully y'all continue to watch. Hope y'all continue to stay subscribed, and thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is. And thank y'all for continuing to come back and making time for your boy Quinn. And it's very important to me, and it's something that I love. And that's the 50/50 reason why the channel is still around, because you guys love watching what I make and I enjoy making it. And that's what a content creator is supposed to do. And that's what fans are supposed to do. And that's why the channel has been around for 10 plus years and having a lot of love and a lot of success from you guys. And that's all I can really hope for. And that's all I really can ask for. And I don't really do that too much because you guys do it because you guys love what I do and how I do it. And that's the whole purpose of analysis, being his own style and being his own thing. And you guys love it for that reason. And that's why I continue to do it on this channel. But let's not forget, let's make 2025 a better year than 2015. And I need you guys to help me do that. But we've been having a good 6 months so far this year. That's half the year. Now we need to continue it for the other half of the year going into January to make sure that we have a better, more consistent, more productive year than 2015. That's the only way to beat that year. And we're doing that so far this year. All I can really say is thank y'all for sticking around. Thank y'all for staying subscribed. Thank y'all for becoming subscribed if you're new to the channel and want to become a subscriber. And all I can say is I'm going for now. See y'all tomorrow, hopefully. Peace out. Y'all stay blessed up and gone. Y'all are amazing.